Yes.
And you are...
Yes, and I will demonstrate if you permit me without any interruption.
No, no, one second. Then there is I need an understanding at this stage with you that every time you mention a lie, let's have a rebut to that lie from either Devang Nanavati or Smriti Irani. Is that all right? Otherwise, the viewers will
I have no problem, but at least I am not disturbing anyone. At least let me finish my point, and then they will have that turn to clarify.
Sure. So make your first point. What is the first lie?
I have heard Modi's speech. Modi has said, मैं महिलाओं को 50% आरक्षण देना चाहता था
जी,
मैंने बिल पास कर दिया
जी,
गवर्नर उसके ऊपर बैठी है और वो महिलाओं को आरक्षण देना नहीं चाहती है एक महिला होते हुए भी. That was his precise words. Now I have sent you the official document with my email. Here the governor has sent back the bill saying that this is a very good thing that you are planning to give 50% reservation to women. मैं खुश हूं, मैं वेलकम करती हूं इसको, पर इसके साथ आप कंपलसरी वोटिंग को क्यों जोड़ रहे हो, जो कि नहीं हो सकता है, फिर भी आप करना चाहते हो. सेपरेट इट. 50% रिजर्वेशन आप पहले कर दो, उसको मैं एक्सेप्ट करूंगी और गुजरात में 50% रिजर्वेशन लागू हो जाएगा. हमने सपोर्ट किया. वी हैव डिमांडेड इन द हाउस, एंड इवन दो व्हाट मोदी डिड, controversial compulsory voting and 50% reservation.
Okay.
Both again he has
Shakti Singh Goyal, response
bypassing the governor's advice.
Can I take a response?
It means
to your first point. Can I take a response to your first point?
No. Didn't want to give the 50% reservation to women.
Okay.
At the same time,
okay,
by this controversy, he wanted political mileage.
Okay. So one point, 1 minute. One minute. Devang Nanavati wants to respond. No, Shakti Singh Goyal.
And I have
मैं वापस आऊंगा आप पे. I will come back to you, sir. I have got your email. Shakti Singh Goyal on the Newshour debate is saying Narendra Modi has lied before the FICCI organization of the women today by claiming that he wanted reservation for women, whereas the facts show that he tried to club reservation for women with compulsory voting, and that is why the governor sent it back. In other words, Shakti Singh Goyal says Narendra Modi is only speaking a half-truth at the FICCI event. I know, Smriti, you got a hand up, but I let Devang come in because he hasn't spoken yet. Then you can come back to this. Devang.
Well, Arnab, let me make one point very clear. Today, as a spokesperson of the BJP or on behalf of the Gujarat BJP, I have very little to say. My leader has spoken. My leader has given 3 speeches, the SRCC,
That's
the Today,
right.
the FICCI,
Respond
and
to
then the last
specific
one on
charge,
Think
Devang.
India.
Come to the point.
Anyone who has... No, I will. No, you will have to give me this beginning. Because at the end of the day, it is for the viewers and the citizens of this country to judge whether who is speaking, whether lies or truth. And on this specific query, I have to say only this much, that the government in its wisdom wanted to bring electoral reforms, electoral changes in the electoral system. Therefore, they suggested amendments to an act which encompassed compulsory voting and also encompassed women's reservation for 50%. While the governor is within her constitutional right to send back a bill, and of course it will be, when it will be passed again, if and when it is passed again, it will be sent back and we will see what happens then. But the question is, it is not for the governor, it is not for the governor to opine constitutionally on what the Council of Ministers must do. And the fact is that Mr. Modi did not lie. Mr. Modi had sent this bill which included 50% reservation for women and which has not been assented to by the governor.
Devang Nanavati, the Chief Minister did blame the governor in the state for withholding a similar bill in Gujarat. Did he not?
Yes.
Did he not?
Yes.
But why did did he tell the people why?
And rightly so.
No, did he tell the people why the bill was held back? Because it was clubbed with the compulsory voting provisions. Am I wrong, Smriti?
But
is Shakti Singh Goyal wrong,
right or wrong, Arnab, how does it make a difference? How does it make a difference? How does it make a difference?
How does it make a difference? The fact is that he has been asked a question about what he will do about women's reservation bill when he comes to the centre. He blames the governor in the state of Gujarat for withholding a similar bill in Gujarat. Is the Congress leader right or wrong, Smriti Irani, in saying that that is not the complete truth that Modi shared at the speech today? Let's be specific.
At the onset, No, I'm being specific. You see, one of the biggest challenge of being specific with regards to the women's reservation bill in Parliament and Modi answering that question, the challenge is that Shankar Sen might conclude that I have yet again declared Modi as a prime ministerial candidate.
No,
I think that the question needs to be put to Mr. Gohil tonight as to why, if they are so concerned about the political empowerment of women in our country, is the Congress-led UPA yet unable to pass the women's reservation bill in Parliament, which the BJP has supported and passed in the Rajya Sabha, while the Congress was unable to do so. There's another charge that we keep putting, Arnab, on the governor of Gujarat specifically. The charge that she acts at the behest or acts as though she is a Congress leader.
In this case,
Mr. Gohil shares...
In this case. No, in this case.
When Mr. Gohil shares communication, yes, in this case only. When Mr. Gohil shares communication with regards to the governor's office, he in a way confirms our suspicion and our articulation that the governor of Gujarat at times, in fact many a times, had acted in the interest of the Congress party. Mr. Gohil says that compulsory voting is something that should be frowned upon. One of the other speeches Mr. Modi made today in the capital was about increasing partnerships of citizens.
But Miss
so that
Smriti Irani, you're moving on to something else. No, Miss Irani.
So, I'm answering Mr. Gohil.
Irani, is it true or not that the state
I'm
measure...
answering Mr. Gohil's direct charge.
Yeah, did the Chief Minister...
I'm asking, since he's speaking, let me finish.
Can I ask you a counter?
Since Mr. Gohil chooses to speak on behalf of the governor tonight, what is that compulsory voting bill
as a
include,
legislator, that was given in the Vidhan Sabha. This is not on behalf of governor.
Which you are no longer, sir. Which you are no longer. That means the lies that you peddle in the Gujarat elections, the people of Gujarat have given you a dissenting answer.
This is official document.
Let me finish.
Arnab, can I come in here for a minute?
Arnab, can I come in?
Mr. Gohil, the very fact,
Arnab, can I come
that you've been elected out of the Legislative Assembly speaks volume about your credibility amongst the citizens of Gujarat. Let me address
Arnab, can I come in?
And
myself with regards to the compulsory voting bill.
You know what I find fascinating.
On behalf of the government. Sir, that bill includes a citizen's right to reject a leader if they don't do
what I find.
Are you telling me the governor of Gujarat is against?
No.
Is against increased citizens' participation in strengthening democracy? Is the governor of Gujarat against a citizen's fulfilling responsibility towards the state?
Smriti,
is that your contention, Mr. Gohil?
Smriti Irani, I only raised that as a point of order. No, I'm making a bigger point. What's it? Smriti and Devang Nanavati. Give me a moment.
I need to get a point. I need to get a point in.
Give me a moment.
When you amend an act, you don't amend it section wise. You don't prepare different bills for each section of an act. When you amend an act, you do it wholesomely.
Mr. Nanavati, you are an eminent lawyer. You are an eminent lawyer, Mr. Nanavati.
That's why I know what I'm talking about.
No, allow me. I said,
send it together.
Again, you are hearing half of what I said.
That also.
Mr. Nanavati, you are an eminent lawyer. You are a master in the constitution. Let me assure you, as a layman, as a far less learned man than you, I can assure you that there is absolutely no binding provision whereby any state has to club together two bills on two separate issues. Please, you know that.
There is no binding provision.
No, there is no binding provision. Show me the binding provision.
No, Arnab, the government thinks wholesomely on a policy in relation to
what is wholesome, sir? It's so subjective.
And it suggests all the changes it wants.
No, see, I'll tell you why.
And it is not so subjective.
Mr. Mehta,
if you want to bring laws in relation to one subject, to do it.
Mr. Mehta, I find it... No, first let Mr. Mehta come in and then I have something to say, but after Mr. Mehta. Yes, Mr. Mehta, sorry.
Arnab, can I just make a point?
Yeah, sir, all yours.
I just want to say that if we get into these kind of details, we will never arrive at the big picture. The big question that we should be asking today is Mr. Modi fit to be the Prime Minister of India? That's the question that we should be asking.
Sure.
And there is no question that he has the tailwind at the moment behind him. The Congress is on the back foot. But we have also to consider that is a man who has 18% of the electorate against him, fit to be Prime Minister of India, and who till today has not apologized for the carnage of 2002. And who in all his three speeches,
two hands gone up, Mr.
I
Mehta.
found at FICCI and everywhere else,
Nobody asked him this question. I am very surprised. Unless these questions were pre-selected, I am
Well, I'm sure there were journalists at least one of the two
question.
events. But that's not the point. You see, one second.
But they didn't ask the question. They didn't ask the question.
You must ask those journalists, not me. My question is very simple tonight. The reason I meandered is not without a reason. I meandered into this specific detail. I'm coming to you, Smriti. I will discuss exactly what Vinod Mehta is saying. I know you are wanting to take him on. My question is very simply this. I find it fascinating that Shakti Singh Gohil should give a press release from Ahmedabad, whereas the Congress party in Delhi wants to not make any reference to Modi. My question to Subramaniam Swamy is this, that will this strategy work? That will give Modi a right royal ignore. Will it work?
It doesn't matter whether they ignore. The whole country is taking notice of Modi. What does it matter if Congress party ignores him? It doesn't matter at all. In fact, the country is going to ignore Congress party.
Sankar Chen, will the strategy of undermining Modi work? I mean, if you keep saying Modi and Rahul, no comparison. Let's talk Modi and Tarun Gogoi. Let's talk Modi and Sheila Dikshit. Is that going to work?
You cannot ignore a man like Modi. He as Vinod Mehta was saying, he's got the tailwind, he's got a velocity now, which he is working to propel, his party is working to propel, still being very shy of saying that he is the man who's going to be piloting the future. But that's besides the point. I do not know why people like Smriti Irani take it as an allegation when I say they have named him as future Prime Minister. I mean, they'll have to take that call someday. That call is theirs to take. That's fine.
The second time you're mentioning it,
the Congress party is going to be foolhardy, foolish. What word can I use? If they choose to ignore Modi.
But isn't that what they're doing?
Modi is no one to be ignored. Modi is a person to be fought, confronted. I'm not a spokesman for the Congress party. Let them do it. Let them do what they're doing.
Are they doing that or now, Sankar?
I'm a journalist.
I am not questioning your political neutrality.
I have
but
no
are they
idea.
doing it
You will
or
have
not?
to ask. You will have, Arnab, you will have to get a spokesman of the Congress party on your program and ask him.
But that's the point.
I think
You
it's
see,
a
the
foolish
Congress party does
strategy
not want to
to
talk
ignore
about Mr.
Narendra
Modi.
Modi.
1 second. The question is this. Will the Congress...
That's their problem.
That's their problem.
And it's a deep problem with them. If they want to ignore Narendra Modi, that's no strategy
Shakti
to
Singh
contest
Gohil,
him.
Shakti Singh Gohil, why is your party...
You cannot ignore a raring adversary.
No, Shakti Singh Gohil, you tried it as well in the Gujarat elections, but it won't work. No, if you tell the people of this country, we won't say Rahul Gandhi versus Modi. We will say Rahul Gandhi...
There cannot be any comparison, Arnav. Rahul Gandhi, when he spoke with heart and mind. When Modi spoke, yes, oratory, but no truth in that. He spoke about the governance. He took the name of Jasuben, he took the name of Induben Khakrawala, he took the name of Lijjat Papad,